Grilled cheese, and TL was just talking about art a moment ago, and many of you may not realize, but here in Ottawa we have a thriving independent film industry, and we are joined by filmmaker Jonathan Culp. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is a clip from your film. Explain to people at home what they just saw.
Well, that's a scene from Grilled Cheese Sandwich, which is about a revolutionary underground high school grilled cheese sandwich club in the Niagara region, deadly rural suburb of Grimsville.
Of course.
Yes, and it's about all these kids who are sort of trying to find a way out and trying to find something to do in this setting. And so it's sort of a combination of, I guess, activist in-jokes and gross-out humor.
Jonathan, you've produced over 30 short films, is that right? Are most of them like this style, or?
No, I made a narrative film 15 years ago, and I found that I needed to go back and learn more about the basics of film language. So I did collage and documentary and Super 8 experimental stuff, and I'm putting all that into this again.
And this time you chose comedy. Why did you choose comedy as the genre of film you wanted to do for this particular film?
Well, after working in documentary for a while, I got a little frustrated with the aesthetics of it and the limitations of it. I've always worked with anarchist and activist themes, and I wanted to, you know, God forbid you should ask people to watch a video of a bunch of people sitting around talking, right? So
that's what we do here, Jonathan.
No offense. So I tried to get some of the same stuff out through narrative and comedy, and so I'm showing the video tonight, and tomorrow I'll be having a workshop suggesting some ways that people can do the same thing themselves.
And let's talk about that. So you're showing the film tonight. Is it Grilled Cheese Sandwich we're going to see tonight?
Grilled Cheese Sandwich plus a couple of my earlier shorts. There's one called Chew It Somalia,
okay,
which is a collage film, and a documentary about the Ontario Coalition Against Poverty called Ghost Squat.
And then tomorrow, Saturday, you're giving the workshop?
That's right.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
What sort of points are you going to be talking about tomorrow at the workshop?
Well, I'm just going to talk about how people need to, you know, have fun when they're making videos. You know, the kind of video that we're doing, the activist filmmaking, bears about the same relation to the film industry as you know, Food Not Bombs does to the service industry.
Right.
But you still have to know how to cook.
Exactly.
So teaching people some of the language of film, how to translate some of the ideas in their own life into cinematic terms, stuff like that.
What are the biggest challenges you face when doing a film like this?
Well, this one in particular was just so monstrous. It was, you know, as a 90-minute comedy and basically unfunded. So there was a cast of 50 and a crew of 4, and so I did most of it myself, and that was a little staggering.
When you say most of it yourself, you mean that you directed, shot camera, did the whole thing?
Writing, producing, directing, editing, location management, scheduling, driving. Yeah, there's a lot of different hats that you have to wear when you're working on this level.
Is there any hope of perhaps distributing this film? Have you brought it to festivals and so forth?
I haven't had so much luck with festivals. I have some small distributor in the United States called Microcosm Publishing is now distributing it, and I distribute it through my own website, Satan McNugget.
Are you working on something right now? I'm
taking a little break. I had a couple of mammoth projects, and I'm trying to get my life back, and focusing on getting what I've done out there.
And that's Grilled Cheese Sandwich, as well as a few short films people can come and see tonight at Carleton University, right?
That's
and then tomorrow the workshop from 2:30 to 4:30, also at Carleton University. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for coming in and chatting with us today. I'm sure a lot of people are going to benefit a lot from those. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to learn how to play the violin.
I play that for you quite often.